Welcome to the Bayou City Soccer Podcast. Whether inside or outside the loop, we are talking everything soccer in Houston. Y'all ready? Let's get it. Houston, welcome to another episode of the Bayou City Soccer Podcast. We should have a good one for you today. Maybe not as crazy packed with information like we did last episode, but I mean, we have some historic moves, right? For the Dash, for the Dynamo. Dynamo 2's kicking off too, but I am not alone today. I'm joined by Cristian Putalias. Brother, how you been?
Hey, how's it going, everyone? Good, man. Good. Enjoying life. Getting healthier. I think all of us are trying to get healthy at the beginning of the year.
Yes.
I still eat like crap, but we're doing exercise. So
I've been lazy for way too long, man. I would always say, COVID was 5 years ago, right? That's a long time ago. I have a 6-year-old almost, but we're also joined by Joey Chavala. Brother, how you been, Joey?
Oh, I'm doing fantastic. I got the goat behind me.
Look at this guy.
Ready to
there you go. You updated. I love it. Is that what jersey is he wearing?
That's the Bayou City one.
There you go. I see it now. And behind the scenes, we got Edson Ochoa. Edson, get in here for now. But say hello to the people, man. Let people know that you're there. There you go.
He's just
gonna stop by. Obviously, if you guys have any comments, any messages, we'll get them in here. Giuseppe Lara, what's up, man? Glad to see people trickle in. I think 9 o'clock is a sweet spot. I think a lot of people are either not necessarily going to sleep yet. I'm usually in bed by now, and typically nowadays.
2 of us.
Yeah, but I still feel good. I feel energized. So we're here talk Houston Dynamo Dash. I guess Chris, anything you want to add that we missed? You said you've been getting in shape, man. You're running, you're reading.
Yeah. I'm running, I'm reading. I'm trying to get smarter, trying to find new words that I can throw in here. Increase I was gonna say vernacular, but I don't even know if I said it right. But we're trying.
Your what?
Vocabulary, I think.
No. No, there's another word. Vernacular. It's like binoculars, but for words. You know what I mean?
Vocabulary.
Somebody's gonna.
What language?
And there you go. Vernacular.
Vernacular.
Okay. ESL is strong today.
There you go. Some people are easier to help you out there than others.
The language or dialect spoken by the ordinary people in a particular country or region.
There you go.
Typical people in any region don't say vernacular. So
that's a good word. That's a big word for me.
Yeah.
Again, more people use it. So
it's a big word, man.
A song.
I've been. I tell myself that I'm gonna read more. Like pick up like either some science fiction or maybe nonfiction, something. I don't know, but I get bored of it. I
love reading. I've been doing a lot of comics lately.
Comics. See, Rodrigo loves comics, so he'll keep me up to date. And he's like, "Hey, I already finished this giant booklet. Do you want to read it?" And I'm like, "Thanks for thinking about me, but I'm good."
Appreciate the effort.
Yeah, thanks. Is there?
I read this today. You can't even see it. Bossy's getting in the way.
Sorry
about. Oh yeah,
typical Bossy.
Craven the Hunter.
Bossy is always in the way. It's like, bro,
I have the book here. Hold on.
Oh, here he goes. But I'll be watching documentaries, man. I just finished watching the Netflix special on O.J. Simpson, which is probably the 30th special ever.
This is the one that I'm reading right now. It's kind of like it's about
Undaunted Courage.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's about freaking Lewis and Clark, yeah, and Thomas Jefferson. So it's interesting.
Did you get inspired from the St. Louis trip?
I sure did. Yeah, I sure did.
A gateway, what is it?
Gateway Arch or to the Americas?
Gateway to the West.
Yeah,
the West.
There you go. I still haven't gotten there, so that's why I didn't know.
But no, man, we have lots to talk about. Like I said, not necessarily as much as we did last time, but some big stuff, man. Some historic moves. And Giuseppe, get in here. I know. Dude, I kept seeing people saying like, "Hey, can someone describe to me this move for like the NFL or like describe it for the MLS or
The
you know
McLean
others.
one or Doncic?
No, the Doncic one. Just I mean, this kid got traded in his sleep. He's the best player in Dallas,
Dude.
and they just said bye.
In like NFL terms, I'd say that's Josh Allen getting traded for Matt Stafford in a first-round pick.
See, I hear that, but Matt Stafford actually won something.
So is Anthony Davis.
No, did he? No, he
Yeah,
didn't.
he won a championship with the Lakers.
No, he did not.
He absolutely did.
I don't know.
He
This is all
absolutely
foreign
did.
to me.
When the hell did they win? When
I
with
think it was
Lakers?
2020.
I think you're making this up, bro.
I'm not.
Okay,
We got
maybe.
He won NBA championship 2020.
Well,
Whoa.
maybe I'm thinking LeBron.
Ghostly?
LeBron
wasn't there.
LeBron was there.
LeBron was there with LA.
Yeah.
See, I don't remember this. Huh? Jay Hurtado would know. He's from LA and he's checking on us, man. So
It was the COVID bubble.
see, I wouldn't. See, 5 years ago, I'm telling you, been lazy for 5 years, dude. I finally had to get up out of the couch and stop blaming COVID for not getting in shape.
It was funny because Matt Stafford also won the Super Bowl in like COVID year, didn't he?
I think
Or was the year before?
The year
Was it?
before. I think
Yeah, because I was
yeah.
in shit, was it the year before? No, it was after. It was the year after. 2021.
Yeah,
because I was in New Jersey when that happened, and I wasn't allowed to travel during 2020.
So similarly to the Dash, huh?
Yeah. And you never know, that may be a question later on for the fan feud people. So
but the Lakers.
Yeah, about Luka and the trade.
Yeah, basically. But guys, if there's nothing else to talk about, let's go ahead and hit the Dash, man. Let's go and get into the Dash news. Again,
hold on. Let me before we get there. Send that we've been talking about the weather. I feel like every week. It just feels good. That's it. That's all I got. But it feels good in Houston. Like,
dude, it was hot today for me.
I stepped outside and I sweat. Like, I had a little bit of sweat on me, and I was like, I forgot about this.
I know.
What's this humidity?
Yeah.
But yeah, we can move on. But yeah, it's starting to get hot again. So,
well, talking with the relating to the Dash, we'll get started with just some of the news, beginning with the contract extension to the recently obtained player in Ryan. I'm sorry, gets a contract extension. Basically adds an extra year. I believe she was under contract till 2026. If I'm not mistaken, I believe they had one more year. But either way, she looks like a legit player. I am actually excited about this, and I know we're not in our prediction episode yet, but I was there this weekend, and I'm gonna say they're a playoff team. I'm gonna say they're a playoff team. I'm not telling you that they're gonna be way at the top. I think they may sneak in, and it could be a decision day type of thing. But I'm just gonna pin it somewhere. That and it'd be a part of my thing. But Joey, I don't want to get you mad so early in the show.
But see them at least win a game first.
I totally agree. But like I said, it just give me a different vibe, man, altogether, from the players, from the coaches. It wasn't too bad.
I think we said that when Sam Lady was around.
Maybe, but yeah. I do. It does. I do.
Oh, we got Deanna Ordonez and a good defensive coach. Oh, we're making the playoffs. That's what we all said. And we said it again last year. We got this guy from Spain. We got Yuki Nagasata. Oh my God, we're making the playoffs.
This is like the video that I share with you guys about Manchester United.
That's funny.
But hey, okay, just your thoughts on Jasmine Raya. I know you talked about it.
Oh, she's great.
I think out of all the players that they've acquired so far, I think she's probably the one that moves, the needle when it comes to like appreciation of them bringing her in, and just giving an extension kind of proves that they are trying to build around her, right?
Yeah, I mean, this is a stud player. I mean, not quite like the star power of some players, but man, her numbers are great. She puts in some of the best defensive work of any winger in the league. She's a great passer. Her progressive carries are alley-oop level. She's
Lord.
she's a good winger. She's a good winger. She doesn't have the best end product of all the wingers out there, but she's pretty damn good, and I expect big things from her.
What position does she play?
She's a winger.
A winger, okay.
I think she's on the right.
Yeah,
she looked good. She was out there. I mean, nothing crazy. This is dash against a dash. How much can you compare? But I mean, defensively, we know they have a decent group when everybody's healthy. But she looked different. I will say that it's different than even what like Maria Sanchez offered. She was supposed to be your amazing winger, and there's some.
She's better than Maria.
Oh, by far, and that's my point. That
much better.
She has speed. She obviously has very good dribbling skills. Quick to make a decision about crossing the ball in. So just a little that I saw, it gives me a different vibe, and we'll get there. I mean, everybody can get to call me stupid when they get the same last place, possibly, right?
I don't know about last place. I think they're heading in the right direction, but playoffs, no.
And so another transaction that happened was Tarsiani being out. It was rumored that Olympique Lyon wanted her, and obviously she wasn't there for the initial week of practice, and she gets sold for record transfer. I believe it was close to $1 million, if I'm not mistaken. Joey, is that what the number was kind of rumored?
It was like 850.
800.
Okay, and they almost doubled the amount they did. To be fair, while she looked like a solid piece, she didn't really do much when it came to the dash because she played like what, a third of the season, basically. Yeah, 11 appearances, 10 stars. She was okay. I mean, she wasn't, amazing. She wasn't terrible.
She had some
pure raw power for the most part. I think it was
about the second game she played, and she had an awful play that led to a goal.
I believe her first game of the season was the Dash won 3-0, and they didn't win after that, basically.
Yeah. There was that. Who was it? Was it Carolina they played where they absolutely smacked them, and then it was North Carolina. And it was the Louisville game. She had that awful mistake, and then it was just was downhill from there. It was like, oh my god, we got Tarsiani, we won a game, we're on the right track, and then it was just L.
It was Rudy in the beginning.
They didn't win another game. That was May 24th. Their next win came in September 21st. So
that's wild.
So 4 months it took them to get another win.
Yeah, so again, I mean, to me, it's fantastic that they're able to bring a player like Tarsiani and move her. Obviously, there's a big hype on her being, named one of the best players out there. Obviously, playing with Brazil, making it all the way to the final, the semifinal, didn't they?
I have no idea. I didn't watch a second of the Olympics.
Yeah, exactly. The Olympics. Obviously, they made it to the semis, I believe. But yeah, against the U.S. I'm trying to just jogging my memory here without using Google. But no, obviously she performed well elsewhere with the national team. If she's not necessarily the plans of this brand new coach, overall, I feel like they have other defenders out there in the central center backs with Paige Nielsen and Natalie Jacobs that can do the same thing. So yeah, and not a lot to add here. You would think it'd be a bigger, I guess. I don't know if a negative thing for her to leave. I don't think it really feels like it is at this point of the season. Yeah, and with that, it leads to the roster. The current roster for the preseason has now 38 players on it. They added, I believe it was 6 other.
That's a lot of people. 438. Jesus.
They over the weekend they added 6. I guess what are they called? Non-roster invitee that all college players. Actually, most of them played locally in Texas. So again, they're just trying to check what players they can get at this point that there is no draft. And I'm not gonna go and name all of them. If you're watching us live, You can check out that list of players. Obviously, you have 4 goalkeepers, 10 defenders, 13 midfielders, 11 forwards. Yuki Nagasato and Ramona Bagman are still out. I did not see them this weekend. Possibly we may not see them again. At this point, we're not really sure. Anything? I know Joey has like this grin on his face.
he's like, we're getting rid of the bad players.
Yeah, and that's what we want at this guess. And then the next slide that I put out there was just me being what did Dustin say? A single, what is it? One man show, as we were interviewing and talking to the thing. We only got Delaney, Achievement, and the coach. And one thing that he mentioned, that Fabrice Gautreau mentioned, he said, I think what we've done right from the get-go has been really create standards driven culture. And really, one thing we talk about is holding the smallest detail to the highest standard. And that was my biggest takeaway. Like I said, it was a different vibe. It is a young coach, first time as a head coach, but in comparison to maybe even Sam Layton, Joey, he looks like he's not completely lost.
Sam Lady wasn't that's harsh. Sam Lady wasn't completely lost. That dude knew to set up a defense, man.
On what? Oh yeah, no, of course. I didn't say that he wasn't. It just gave you a different vibe because the joke, especially in our group chat when we would watch the game, was the Sam Lady would pull out the little chalkboard.
Oh,
you remember?
Yeah, the whiteboard.
Yeah, the little whiteboard, and everybody just looks so confused.
And you got to pull up a picture of that if you could find one.
Yeah, we're gonna see if we can find one. But yeah, and that's I didn't feel that here with him. It looked like he was very direct with what he wanted, and obviously that's a different circumstances because during a game. But I mean, you guys remember we laughed about that every time we saw it, just because everybody looked so dazed and confused.
Yeah, who knows what was on that whiteboard? It certainly wasn't attacking tactics. I can tell you that.
Yeah,
it was just a box.
Yeah,
just a sketch of the box.
It just said Ryan, go run at ball.
Yeah, and of course, one thing, and I got a great message from Edgar saying that too. Obviously, you got Katie Lynn coming back, so defensively, you don't really miss out on Tarsiani, obviously. So, yeah, I like I said, I'm excited, and then just talking to the people, it's a different vibe. I'll give my perspective of just that day. I don't get to go to many of the open practices or practice in general because they're usually during the week. So it's kind of nice to go in the off season or preseason at this point to try to, kind of pick point, like, what's the vibe, right? I think when every season there's new players, there's new, whether it's a winning season that you're coming from or a bad season you're coming from, a new season, it's completely brand new in terms of what you can accomplish. And the vibe looked great. It was a good atmosphere. There's actually a ton of season ticket holder members out there watching them practice. It was nice enough.
That's how they trap you, though.
I'm sorry.
That's how they trap you, though. They get you all excited at the preseason.
No, and that's true. That's true.
Vibes. You see them running. You get excited for the year. I mean, I used to go with my brother to the Jets open practices in preseason. Dude, I get all excited, and they win 3 games.
I think every time I think of something like that when the new season begins, I think of, like, if you guys ever watch Family Guy, there's the one that they show like this little clip of Stewie, the little boy, and I think he's like at a Mets game, and so they pitch. It's like, oh yeah, the first pitch of the season, and then it's like, oh, season's over. Yeah, like it's just one of those that it's like as soon as it begins, everything goes to crap, basically. So
new season vibes trap.
Yeah. But no, I'm telling you, it felt a little different. I will say that. So I'll give them benefit of the doubt. Now, the preseason is coming up for them, and I think next week, in 10 days, actually, is their first match. And we'll see. I mean, we're going to keep it with an open mind. But before we talk a little bit about that, they did leak their kit. And I wanted to talk about that kit that was licked, since it seemed like last week everybody was giving those kits away, man. Give them out to the public. But this purple, I got this information from I believe it was
Headlines.
footyheadline.com. Yep. And it just mentioned the Houston Dash 2025 away kit has been leaked. Jersey features a navy base with vibrant blue tie-dye effects, creating a dynamic modern aesthetic. My early thoughts, I want it. I really want this. I want it. To this day, I haven't bought one because I haven't really liked one enough to buy, but I want this kit. I will probably spend some money, because what I've noticed is with dash kits in particular, if you don't get them soon enough, they're gone, and they're really difficult to find sometimes. So, but they're not as expensive as Adidas, I believe. I think
no, they're not even close to me.
like
when I bought the
$90.
one 2 years ago, it was like $90.
Sounds right. See, and I think that kid and like the one that Chris you're wearing, it's a nice little combo, man.
And the purple teams.
And I know they're probably gonna have black shorts and purple socks. I dig it, man.
And rappers in the advertisement.
Well, at least they could use Megan Thee Stallion or Beyonce, like women.
She's not a rapper anymore. She's a country singer.
She's
Get that right,
artist?
brother.
My bad.
Get that right.
She gonna be at the rodeo too, or what?
Possibly. You never know. You never know.
Let me bump in.
Yeah.
It reminds me like of a Japanese like kit. Like I can see Japan rocking something like that, obviously in a different colorway, but it looks very, very nice. And then just to like mention the details, the little hand on the bottom, it is such a beautiful touch, especially being like a girl hand, like a girly hand.
I saw it and I thought of my sister-in-law's hand because she has those giant nails too, and I was like, maybe they use her as a hand model, like.
No, but it's really cool because it gives it that feminine touch. Even though like you would think the purple also is like not like this type of purple, which is like very not masculine, but it's like kind of rough in a way.
Mm-hmm.
But that purple is so like soft in a way that it very. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's going to complement them very well. It's going to be interesting to see like the short combination. Are we gonna put Edson to work again? No, I'm just kidding. I'm not. But I think it's gonna be cool. Like if it goes,
Edson enjoys doing it.
All right, bro. That was a heck of a job too.
Hell yeah.
It looks like it took a while to make those things. But no, it'll be cool to see like the shorts probably gonna be that dark blue or kind of black, and then the socks. If you can do like a little purple too on them, that's kind of dope. So. Not just excited, but like same thing. This kid looks like it would be worth buying, honestly.
Yeah, I agree. It's a nice kid, man. Anything else you want to add, Joey?
No, not much. I mean, I think I like it pretty much just as much as I like the purple Dynamo one.
Yeah, it's different. I mean,
that's true.
It's nice. Dago, what up, Dago? I was able to meet Dago, and he was able to get his fan feud winning item. So we'll have another one. Thanks again, man, for joining and not being afraid. In here, we do have Sir Scars that he's gonna come up in a little bit, and he's gonna. This time I need to do a better job of introducing people. I feel like everybody wants to talk, and I'm like, hey, bro, all business. Let's get into the game. But at the end of the day, we'll give them a little time to introduce themselves.
Last thought. You know what would be cool? Because I saw Edson mention that it doesn't say Houston Dash on the jersey. So the H is also pretty cool. It stands out a lot. It would have been cool if it had like some baby blue on it or something like that. But it looks nice. But something that would look really nice on it would be a little star on top. So no pressure to the Houston Dash players if you're watching or listening, but all the pressure on the world. The crest would look better with a couple. This one doesn't have it, but with a couple of stars on top. Nice.
Now that you mentioned that, I didn't even realize that it didn't say Houston Dash on it. And for a long time, I've been saying that for the Dynamo itself, the just having the HD on on hats by itself or on shirts, which they do have in some shirts. I have a shirt that has just a logo, but I wish they would have it more on the hats, man. I think it looks so
Yeah.
much cleaner. I believe they did that on the very first season. They got I think it was an all orange hat with that logo and then a black one. And pull the trigger when you see it, man, because
Yeah.
you may not see it again, Chris.
Also, purple merch, like Houston Dash purple merch. It's gonna look good. I mean, I enjoy. I really love the training tops of the
Mhm.
Houston Dash. I think they're amazing. I think Adidas makes better jerseys usually. But when
I
it comes to
agree.
like training kits, I think Nike or however you want to call it, makes better like training kits.
Son Reebok, son Nike, brother.
Son Reebok, son Nike.
Adidas jerseys are more comfortable too, I find.
Yes.
Yeah,
The
I've
Nike
been wearing
ones have a little bit more of a tighter fit.
Yeah, and we're
Yeah,
getting chunky, so it's no good.
The little loser, a little silky on the skin, and then Nike can feel a little rough. That's for
Hey,
sure.
but Nike, if you want to send some kids our way, I mean, we'll wear them. You know what I mean? I'll put it on. I'll lose some weight.
Right. I
I'm
don't
a
discriminate.
large, by the way. So no pressure, Nike.
Medium.
And all that to say, we'll finish up with the Dash. Obviously, they just started their preseason. First week of practice was last week. Just started week 2 as they get ready to take part in the Coachella Valley Invitational. Hey, I said it right this time, even though I was going fast.
Coachella.
Look at me. But it was announced that the first match so far, the San Diego game, February 16th, so 13 days from now exactly, not 10, will be streamed, or I guess televised would be the correct word, on My Vision, My 20 Vision, My Vision 20.
I guess a play on Vision and 20.
Yeah,
and
you can we will be able to catch that on TV. So again, like I said, I'm excited. I think this season we're definitely going to push to cover women's soccer as a whole. So we're going to invest more
100%.
time. Chris and I was going to say Rudy and Chris. So yeah, talking in third person. I know, obviously, Joey, you already, spend time watching NWSL time. Same thing with Dustin, Manny. So since we're the ones that tend to be the ones that obviously talk more about the teams, we got to do a better job of giving, a lot of information that people want, for sure. Chris?
No, it has nothing to do with whatever you were saying, but random thought. San Diego and Portland Timbers, the contrast, like the difference of like colors and logos, like San Diego looks so like inviting and like live life, and then Portland is like dark, just sadness, like I'm gonna cut myself type thing. Like just different colors, obviously different.
The vibe around the clubs and the rosters right now are the complete opposite.
Well, I just noticed that FC on the stars on Portland.
Basically,
Portland Thorns has a beautiful logo.
Yeah, it is super cool. They have nice jerseys too.
All right, guys. So we're gonna go move straight into Houston Dynamo talk. Houston Dynamo news here. Nothing crazy, nothing really crazy happening, except for they signed this one guy named Jack McGlynn. No one really knows who this kid is.
Random kid.
21-year-old, bro. Who is this guy?
I've never heard of him till that day.
But anyways, Houston Dynamo FC.
I mean, that's true.
Yeah. A giant. If you watch the Dynamo, he scored a really nice goal against the Dynamo a couple years back.
He did.
So just the transaction terms, the Dynamo do or send 2 million, what's it, 2.1 million, that could become even more, right? I believe could trade up to 1.3 million, depending on what some performance-based metrics and achievements.
Numbers are hard, huh?
I don't know why I wrote that big number and then just put 2.1 because I'm getting confused. But Philadelphia will retain, I think, for 50% is what I was seeing.
15, right? I think that's what
15.
I don't know. Might be off,
sell-on percentage on any future transfers. And then McGlynn will occupy a U22 initiative. Yeah, it's in 50. I said that right then the first time.
50?
I saw 50
That's a lot.
It's a lot. I mean, it's you see what they got for that John Duran kid.
I was random. Sorry, I got to throw this in because it was random. So I saw today that he's gonna live in Bahrain because in Saudi Arabia he can't live with his current girlfriend because they have to be married, and I guess he doesn't want to be married. So his commute could be 5 hours in a car, like to practice, but instead he's gonna take a plane that is a 90-minute plane ride from Bahrain to the training grounds. So just so he doesn't have to get married. So I don't know how true
Dude,
this is.
if you like her that much, they want to do that. You might as well, buddy.
Right? Yeah, he wants to keep his money. He's like, it is all mine. I earned it.
Jesus.
But, yeah, like I said, I don't know how true this is, but I thought it was very interesting that he's gonna take a 90-minute ride every day to practice, to practice and from practice. That was wild.
But it's I'm
back.
gonna go ahead. Yeah, I was like reeling it back just a little bit. Open mic here for Joey Chavala. We've heard so much we've heard so much about how you, Joey, really like this guy, and you're not the only one. Obviously, we've seen national media talk a lot about this guy. Obviously, a couple weeks ago in January, he scored a banger during the friendly. Was it against Costa Rica? I can't remember. I didn't really watch it live, but yeah, Joey, just tell the people, maybe what do you like about Jack that you've seen, so far, maybe your expectation, what role you see him playing. Go for it, man. Don't be too graphic with your love for him, but
I love this guy. This is one of my favorite players in the league. He's been absolutely sensational for Philly for 3 years now. He's numbers wise, he is up there, top 10 midfielder in Major League Soccer numbers wise this last year. He outproduced Hector Herrera in a lot of statistical categories this year. His progressive passes near the top of the league. His passes attempted per 90 near the top of the league. His shot creating actions per 90 near the top of the league. This guy is an absolute stud at only, 21 years old? Is he 21 still? Yep.
That's crazy.
So he's got about 100 days or so, and he wouldn't have been able to occupy that U22 slot. So that's a good coup for the Dynamo. This kid is just absolutely sensational. It was funny because just me and Dustin were talking the other day about how much we've talked about him. I will get into the 50% sell-on clause. There's actually some stipulations with MLS that makes that a little different. But how much we've talked about McGlynn in the past. Here's from 2022 message from Rudy in our Discord. Man, a Houstonian Jack McGlynn would be so nice to have, ... But we have sucky Memo.
Dang.
Wow, man, where are you bringing back my history? Now I'm not going to be able to... Oh, maybe I could run for president still, but that's besides the point here.
Damn.
So. Here's one from August of last year. Filling in Jack McGlynn's shoes would be such a challenge for even any superstar signing Philadelphia could bring in.
Damn, look at y'all.
I freaking love this kid. He's fantastic. I was talking about that 50% sell-on clause.
Wait, why don't you read what Dustin said about you? And Jack McGlynn.
No,
it's too graphic.
Don't get too graphic, man. We get canceled for that.
No, I was just kidding. Just kidding.
So the 50% sell-on clause works a little differently because of MLS. So MLS has it only as a 50% sell-on clause of your profit. So if the Dynamo sold him for $2 million, Philadelphia does not get $1 million. They get nothing. That's how it works. And the Dynamo sold him for $4 million. So in that case, say the Dynamo sold him for $4 million, and that $2 million would be part of that $50 million. So the Dynamo would get $2 million back or get $3 million back, and Philly wouldn't even get $1 million because they also share that 50% 3 ways with New York City FC and New York Red Bulls because they broke their homegrown territory rights because He is from New York.
So dumb.
Hey, I will say
Dumbass
this.
MLS rules.
I do want to just say that I've always liked Memo. I'm a big fan of Memo. This is true. You guys know I love Memo. All right,
It's true. It's true.
it's true. But at the time, I know, and that's exactly what I'm saying. Because Edgar's like, damn. If I'm not mistaken, that was probably when he scored on the Dynamo.
Yeah, that was 2022. So
And then I do remember he scored a free kick that I was just like, my gosh. But I will add, don't want to get too hyped and when it comes to McGlynn. But when I see him, I saw what Brad Davis was to the Dynamo.
Yeah.
I mean, this left-footed kid
absolutely
that controls the midfield and is not afraid of let it rip when he needs to. And I think that a lot of people, especially U.S. men's national team fans, are probably hating on the fact that he's staying in MLS and going to the Dynamo. But I really think that he can thrive here. I think
they could cry me a river.
Yeah, no, I agree. But and my point is that I feel that he can definitely thrive under Ben Olsen and his system, man. I think it can develop him even further. I mean, again, he's pretty young. He can still, maybe get another 2-3 years, and then if he wants to go elsewhere, if he wants to try Europe, if he wants to go play with Santiago Jimenez and Christian Pulisic at AC Milan, sell him in 2 years from now. So
I think it's crazy that Brendan Aronson went for $8 million to Salzburg. Jack McGlynn is better than Brendan Aronson ever was. I think today Jack McGlynn's better than Brendan Aronson. I think you would slap McGlynn into that Leeds United side, and he'd put up better numbers than Aronson does.
I think we could say. Well, I wanted to read all the similar players here in a second. Oh, fight!
No, give me a second. I'll be right back.
No, you're good. But it's gonna be cool to see, because I was thinking today, I was thinking about, well, not today, but the other day about Duran, right? Like he just went for a gazillion dollars, and then I was like, did we ever see him play here, in Houston? Like, did we get to witness, before he became what he became? And we actually, we did. He played in Chicago, with Chicago, obviously here but he didn't play a lot. But the point was, we saw him in the field, and I actually remember making a comment of how big he was, or he looked, for being so young. And I think we're going to do the same with Jack in a sense, right? Like he's gonna, we're obviously talking how he potentially will become, hopefully, a great soccer player. I mean, he's already a good soccer player, but in the future, becoming, one of these Pulisic type guys that, might make into Europe. Ooh, that was bad. Might make it into Europe. And, become a bigger star of, than he is now. And just having the privilege of being able to see him now and in the team, that we basically cover, I think is a cool thing. We don't see that a lot. Maybe we saw with Hector Herrera coming in, but it was mostly for the Mexican nationals that had him in such a great standard, and now seeing this kid, he's supposed to be a future star for the United States, so it's kind of cool because you might see him. A lot of people were saying, oh, he might make it to the World Cup team in 2026. Who knows? But if not that, 2030 is not that far off for him. I mean, he's going to be 26, probably in his prime. But if you guys don't have anything else to say, I wanted to just shout out some names that are his similar players.
Yeah, do it.
So you got Nicolás Lodeiro from Orlando City, Bassett from Rapids. You had Lowen from St. Louis. You have Hector Herrera also on there. You have Ricky Puig from Galaxy. Those are the guys here and here. Yeah. And then you have players from Botafogo, Leeds United, Norwich City, which are high championship teams.
Who's from Norwich?
Norwich, Marcelino.
Oh, Marcelino's Chilean guy. Yeah, he's pretty good.
You have Marlon Freitas from Botafogo, Hackney from Middlesbrough.
Hackney's really good. He's been partnering with Aiden Morriswell in midfield. I watched their game today.
And then the last one would be Rothwell from Leeds.
All right.
But it's cool. Names, it's cool to see Hector Herrera there, because obviously a lot of people were like, who are we going to Also, I was
You
thinking
can
about this.
replace Hector Herrera.
No,
That's what people
you
kept
know what I
saying,
was thinking
right?
about today is like we need to move on from Hector Herrera and Coco. I feel like we talked about him enough. It's like, let's go. And I think this guy did just exactly that. I think now we can literally forget about those two guys and just think about Jack McGlynn and whoever else may come in, hopefully as a DP.
Mm-hmm. So that's crazy that the 4 of the 5 MLS players that he's compared to there are all designated players of the MLS. And
it's crazy, huh?
And Cole Bassett is one of the best U24 players in MLS too. So
high standards.
Yep. So I mean, obviously, we'll have more time to talk about Jack and see him, develop. He did get some playing time against New England today. Next slide, Edson. This one's a good one, very good one here.
Ooh.
Welcome, Josh Wolf. There wasn't even really like a media email. They just literally threw this graphic out on social media. I mean,
they were like, if you do it quietly, nobody will know.
Yeah, I find it funny because obviously he came from the Austin FC and there was this big rivalry. I have nothing against it. I mean, bring in assistants, man. If you think that he can help, develop the players and create opportunities on whatever role he is given, assistant wise, I'm all for it. And it seems one of his sons is also coming to the academy. Doesn't hurt, man. Bring if talent's talent at this point. Anyway, anything you want to say, Chris or Joey?
Just random. He looks like a superhero from The Incredibles. I don't know which
the
one.
Incredibles?
Yeah, I don't know which one.
Oh,
but he looks like he would be part of that cartoon movie.
Yeah.
What's
oh my god? What's the guy with the? It was
It looks like the bad guy. Maybe I'm thinking because of the chin.
Oh my god, I can't think of that.
Yeah, I got to myself, but
yeah,
he has like
Mastermind. Mastermind. He looks like the superhero from Mastermind. You remember Mastermind? Like
is that the one with the
Megamind?
Megamind.
Yeah, Megamind. Mastermind. Idiot. Same difference.
We're just since we're talking shit about Josh Wolf's face.
No.
He just has a big head and he has a small face.
No,
like his face is very
centralized. He's like a superhero. He looks like straight up the superhero.
Okay, I'm glad you fixed that because looks like the Credibles villain. You're talking about Syndrome. He's got like a
Metro Man.
The most rounded chin ever.
Who?
Metro Man.
Metro Man.
Who's that?
That's the guy that I'm talking about. That's the guy from Mega
Pull
Man.
It up.
From Mega Man?
From Megamind. Keep saying. Metro Man.
Mega Man? Is it Dr. Wily from Mega Man?
And then,
welcome, Josh. Welcome.
The Dynamo finished their preseason in Tampa, Florida. January 30th,
Mega Man's name?
They tied against Cincinnati with a nice goal from Seagull. And today they tied 3-3 result with Ponce scoring a brace and DeMorelli, man, scoring a goal. I think we're kind of high on DeMorelli too, Dynamo too. I mean, we're hoping that he continues to build. Man.
That boy looks like your average teenager. It is so wild. No, not Kowalczyk. DiMarelli.
Oh.
No, DiMarelli looks like a child. Like, I mean, he is. He's like 16. But it's just wild to me that he can be that good.
Man, no lie, Metro Man. Y'all need to look it up. Megamind.
Let me look.
Google that. Google Metro Man, Megamind. Anyways, next slide.
Okay. Yeah, I can see that.
It looks just.
I've
like
actually never seen that movie.
Me neither.
I've seen it one time, and it's crazy that I remember that.
Bossy.
He does look like him.
He does a lot. It's the hair. It's
that's a compliment. He's handsome.
Yeah. Good looking kid.
Yeah.
Kid.
Well, like
it's Metro Man, Chris.
as a thing.
Next game for the Dynamo would be in Frisco. They'll be taking on FC Dallas. I'm not sure if that's the correct time. I don't think
That's early. It's on the thing, but it's early as shit. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's early. I just can't remember if I went back and changed it. But anyways, it's on Friday, so we'll get some details on that. I think Aldo wants to make it out there, so we may have media coverage from Bayou City Soccer. I mean, dude, what is it called? Godspeed, man, on that drive there,
Friday,
especially that early in the morning.
I leave early, bud.
But that's all we have when it comes to Dynamo. Yeah, again, not a ton of news except for Jack McGlynn. Big thing
Big
right there,
news.
man. Historic news. Not a lot. It's quality, never quantity, right? Sometimes is that okay?
Yeah.
You know. And that we just finished with Dynamo 2, man. Dynamo 2, their preseason was supposed to start like when was it?
February 7th.
Yep, and the game got canceled on Friday. So they'll have to wait till February 12th. I shout out though, Joey and Dustin were able to talk to that main guy right there in that picture, Marcelo Santos. Really good interview, short and sweet, but man, I think we learn a lot of what they're thinking, and that's another guy that seems to know what needs to happen when it comes to the development of players, man. Any takeaways, any summary that you want to give out to the people, or should we just tell them to listen to that, Joey?
Well, I should just listen to it, but I mean, pretty much to summarize, he's a developmental players type of coach. That's all he cares about. He pretty much flat out said, "I don't care about winning. I care about developing." That's like almost what he said word for word in that interview.
Yeah,
Interesting.
It's good. It's another guy we get in here who's just passionate about player development, like Kenny Bundy was, and that's really what you want. I mean, we've talked about it before. It's going to take a lot of time before we reap the benefits of all these changes to the academy system and the youth recruitment, but these are steps in the right direction. There's some really strong kids playing with Houston Dynamo 2 right now. Di Morelli is a good example. Sebastian Rodriguez is another one. And Marcelo Santos is just going to help these guys develop more. He's learned under some really good coaches like Bruce Arena, Caleb Porter, two guys who have won MLS Cup before. So it seems like a really, really lovely guy, knows what he's doing, and he's ready to put together a good team here.
All right. And with that ends the slides of news. But I did want to add, if you guys saw me kind of get up a little worried, I heard this giant or something fall. It freaked me out. My kids sleep next door. I was hoping somebody didn't break something. But no, there's a restroom right here. That door that you see, it's a restroom. The curtain rod fell off and just slammed into the floor. So clearly we were talking crap about Memo Rodriguez too much, so we have to come back.
Why should you bring it up again?
I have to, dude. Now I see. I did
you already
wrong.
apologized.
I'm so sorry. Memo. What's his name? No, what's his name? I'm trying to think. Oh, Memo. Joe Corona Rodriguez. It's Memo Joe Corona Rodriguez. Are you kidding me?
Joe Corona. Oh my god, I forgot that guy existed.
That's funny.
Yeah, Memo Joe Corona. I remember I told that to Memo and he did not find it funny. So we'll leave it.
He doesn't like you. I wonder why.
No, Memo's our dog. We're gonna get him back in here, man. But hey, man, if you've stayed with us 40-something minutes in, man, Chris, can you tell the people how they can connect with us?
Yes, sir. Yeah. So go to the website first of all, BayouCitySoccer.net. You're gonna find all the information that you need for all the soccer here going on in the city. You can read about the Jack McGlynn signing. Dustin did a really nice review on it, so you can go check it out there. Everything that you need, guys, everything's gonna be there. Don't forget to check out the website, like I said, but go check out. I got distracted by Rudy. Check out social medias: X, Blue Sky, Twitter. I think I said it already. Instagram, Facebook, and we're literally everywhere. So go check us out. Go follow, subscribe if you haven't to the YouTube channel. It goes a long way there. Obviously, it gets us exposed to more and more soccer fans, just like everything that you see. And also hit the notification bell so then you can be notified whenever we go live, every time we go live. So, yeah, BayouCitySoccer.net. Check out Ugly Guppy at uglyguppy.com. Great gear. Rudy has the hat right there. And check out Elotes Bravos at Elotes Bravos on Instagram. And I think that's going to move on to the next segment.
Absolutely. And so obviously you guys made it this far. Don't leave yet. We have one more segment. We are joined. Let me see. We have the Fan Feud thing up there. But yeah, this is a Fan Feud segment. So we'll get Joey to read out the questions. But we are joined by, I guess we'll go with Sir Scarf. I know your real name. but we're not gonna leave it out here if we don't want to. So you guys probably have ran into Surf Scarf before, and as well our boy Hooties. Hooties has been like a
Got
legit
him.
follower, man. And I love Hooties. Hooties
What's up,
is a cool
guys?
guy. So
It's good.
Hooties is in here because our original I guess the guy that was gonna face Sir Scarf was actually busy.
He got
got
scared.
busy. Yeah,
No,
I think so
he
too.
got scared.
But we're not gonna call him out because I think he's gonna come back next time. And
Just kidding.
He'll get it done. He'll
He
get it
got
done.
busy.
But yeah, if you want to introduce yourself, Sir Scarf, and like I said, I know people probably have seen you, man, at the game. So anything you want to say before we get started, and then we'll let Hooties introduce himself too.
I'm Surf Scarf. I've been at the Dynamo game since about 2016. When I became a fan or whatever, just decided to make this thing happen and keep it going.
There you go, man. Yeah, Sir Scarf, man.
Random question. Probably not random. He probably knows. How many scarves do you own?
Well, I own it on the belt are different questions. I've maybe 60 to 80. On the belt is around 50 something.
That you're asking the wrong question. My question is how heavy is that thing, man? I mean, you're walking around, probably I don't think you sit down the whole game too. So how heavy is that? It gives you a good workout?
Yeah, it's pretty heavy. I'm also getting a new set of suspenders to help.
There you go. Yeah, you don't want to drop your pants in the middle of like chanting or something. That's for sure. That'd be
My question for you is what did you see in 2016 that made you want to keep watching?
Joey Stats asking stats.
Well, actually,
that was the most brutal year I think for the whole ever.
I mean, I just started joining soccer. Like I did the Gold Cup. That was the year they had the Gold Cup.
Awesome,
and that's if you go to the Gold Cup, you got like free tickets to the Dynamo or something like that. I said, well, let me join. But the next year they won the Open Cup.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was a down year. Everybody was talking about it was a down year, but then like next year we won the Open Cup, so it wasn't terrible. But then I see where it was going these past couple of years, and I'm just glad we're getting the right people and
Hell yeah, man. What about you, Hooties? Tell the people a little bit about you.
Hey,
do you
guys.
support the team? Are you a fan? Maybe.
He's a casual guy.
The theme of what? What was the theme again? You guys hear me?
Yeah, we got you. We got you.
Cool, awesome. Yeah, shit. I've been with the Dynamo now. What? It's going on 7 years now. I've been a season ticket holder, so yeah, it's been a good ride. I'm now synced with the EB upstairs, being loud and rowdy.
There you go.
But I started off, I think, by the Heineken bar. That's why I got my seats at. And then I was like, I kind of want to go sit on the other side.
Right. It's whenever you go towards the supporter section, I know Sir Scarf, you're in that area too. It's just different vibe, man. It just keeps you entertained the whole game. Sometimes it's difficult to remember half the game. I will say that, when you're on that side, Chris and I, we went a couple times and we're like, we need to rewatch this game at least two more times because our analysis.
There's no analysis being
tainted. Done. Yeah. We're just there chanting, screaming, kind of being a part of it, man. It's fun. But we'll get started, guys. I will say, though, and Hootie, since you're Brett, look, we're giving away. You said 2017. This is 2017 ball signed by the entire team. And we have some stickers from Bayou City Soccer and not a scarf. What is this called? Anyways, we'll call it a scarf. Anyways, it kind of looks like
merch.
that.
Just call it merch.
Yeah, the merch. So we'll give that. We'll get it started with the fan feud, guys. So do you guys know the rules, or should we explain? We probably should explain it either way.
Yeah,
so
probably explain.
We'll let Edson once again pick who goes first. So yeah, he'll pick who goes first. But the idea is, whoever goes first gets an opportunity to answer a question. We'll give you about 5 seconds that we did last time, or 10 seconds. Chris, 5. And so after the question is read, just give your answer. Hopefully you get it right. If not, it's a missed penalty of some sort. And we keep going to whoever gets the most correct. And whoever gets the most correct, obviously get this amazing items, but the main point is obviously being sponsored by Lotes Bravos. You are able to get a voucher for a elote. I was gonna say agua fresca of the match and a yeah, and corn in a cup. So for any game for the Dynamo or the Dash, when it comes to home, so we'll get that hook up to the winner. And if you don't win, don't worry. We'll have more opportunities. You guys are the brave ones to join. So again, we're hoping Martin makes it again next week or whenever we do it again. But glad you guys are here. And dude, I said don't leave. We still it's about an hour in. We had like 170 people watching. Now we have close to 190 people watching. So don't freak out too. You guys are famous for 100 and something people. So we'll go from there. Edson, did you pick somebody? Let's see. Google coin flip said heads. So who's heads here?
Nobody.
Hooties. All right. Hooties, you're going first, brother. Best of luck. We'll get Chris is keeping the time at the score. I'm gonna go and probably go to the restroom, and I'm kidding. Joey's gonna read. We'll go from there.
All right. What was the previous stadium the Dynamo played in before moving to Shell Energy Stadium?
BBVA Compass? Was that it?
The answer is
that's a trick question.
No, but that's a true that's a real question.
Yeah.
That's kind of mean, Rudy.
It's Robertson.
So the answer is gonna be Robertson.
The answer is Robertson.
Yeah,
Robertson
but that's I see where he got BBVA from.
Yeah.
That's a mean question, Rudy.
Blame it on Rudy.
We only had 2.
Yeah, there you go. All right. That's how it goes, man. What next question? It's for Sir Scarf.
All right. And what years did the Dynamo win their MLS Cups?
06 and 2007.
Yep. There you go. 1-0 to Sir Scarf.
Wait, who answered that?
I think that was Hooties.
Oh.
Yeah, I was gonna say it, but he jumped.
All right, fine. You know what? You guys are breaking all kinds of rules here, but
Yeah.
let's go.
We're doing PK style. So
all right, this one is a real one. All right, next slide starts it up with Hooties. All right, let's go.
Wait. Okay, so we're starting from scratch.
Starting from scratch.
Do you have enough questions?
Yeah, we have enough.
Yeah, okay, gotcha. All right.
I mean, unless they can answer 100 straight, then we're screwed. But...
Why
All right.
not?
All right, let's go. This
is
for
Hoodies. Okay. What year did the Dash win the NWSL Challenge Cup?
Man, I'm gonna just throw something out there because I do not know.
Time.
2012.
All right.
He still missed.
2020.
All right, Hooties. This one's not for you coming up. All right.
Sir Scarf. All right.
Let Sir Scarf get in here, man. So this one is for him.
All right. Who was the head coach of the Dash during that 2020 Challenge Cup win?
Time.
Yeah, I thought this was Dynamo questions.
A little bit of everything.
You don't got anything?
No, I don't have anything.
All right. The answer was James Clarkson.
Everyone's favorite.
Dash and Dynamo questions. Just to be.
All right. And here we go. This one's for Hooties. Hooties, you can answer this one.
All right. Who scored the winning goal in the 2007 MLS Cup final?
I'm going to say Ching. Brian Ching.
That was close. That was close.
That's a safe bet.
It's pretty safe.
Oh, that was
D. Wayne.
All right. Let's go. This one's going to be Sir Scarf. Man, come on, guys. Somebody has to get one right.
All right. Who was the first captain of the Houston Dynamo?
Let's see.
I'm going to go with Brian Ching on that one.
Ooh.
Time.
The answer is
Wade.
The little Irish.
I actually would have got that one wrong. I thought it was I thought Brad was the captain initially.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I would have guessed too.
Yeah. Next slide, please. This one's for Hooties.
Who is the Dash's current head coach?
Wait, the new guy, right?
Time.
Man.
Yeah, the new guy.
Wait, is Marcelo? Is it Marcelo?
Fabrice.
That's Dose. That's the second team.
Fabrice true. All right. This one's for Sir Scarf. Come on, guys.
How many seats does Shell Energy Stadium hold?
Oh, I know.
I'm going to go with 22,000.
22,000.
Right on the money.
There you go,
There
man.
you go.
All right, so that was round 3. So he's up
Yes.
1-0 with
This
after
is-
3
All right,
rounds.
Sir
Yes,
Scarf,
sir.
man. Hooties, you have to come back, man.
Yeah.
All right, well, who did the Dash defeat in the 2020 Challenge Cup final?
Yeah.
Time. Throw a name.
I was gonna say, do you know
Chicago
another?
Stars? Is it Chicago?
Chicago Red Stars.
That is correct, man.
Oh, you got it. Look at that. He knew.
There you go. All right.
That was not a
Tied up.
guess.
Are we giving him that for the time?
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
All right, we should give him 10 seconds.
Yeah,
All
10
right, yeah.
seconds is fine. Okay.
10
we're
seconds.
switching up
Clearly the
rules for
dash
you
is not
guys.
their forte. And that's okay.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
what we're here to learn, guys.
So we're in round 4. It's tied up at 1. Okay, what is the Dash's highest ever finish in the CONCACAF
Dynamos.
Champions
Dynamo.
League?
The Dynamo, but yeah.
I think that was what, quarterfinals.
So the Dynamos, it's semifinals. Oh
All
wait.
right, so tied up going into round 5.
This
All right,
is it.
this is it, man.
Last
Hooties,
PK.
what is it gonna be?
Which team did the Dynamo defeat in both the 2006 and 2007 MLS Cup finals?
Ooh, New England?
Yep.
New England.
New England it is.
All
Look
right.
at you.
All right, so Scarf, send this into overtime.
Send this into overtime. Oh, where's the
It-
slide?
If you don't hit this one, you lose. No pressure.
Oh, he said that. He showed that.
All right, so Scarf, what is the Dash's largest margin of victory in a single game?
I'm gonna go with 3.
3? I think that's right, isn't it?
It's 5-0.
Oh.
I know they scored
5
more
goals
than
in a
yeah,
game.
It happened one time, man. But
That was
is
it.
that's it.
That's it.
Man.
That's it. Yeah.
2-1.
Who's the winner?
2-1, dude. It went further than last game. Last game there was only, I think, same thing, 1-0, right? I think it was like a 1-0
believe so,
score,
yeah.
I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. But guys, thanks for joining us, Sir Scarf, man. You're welcome to join us back, man, for another round. I think Batman wants to come back, Chris. He hit me up. He said that he wants to come
There you go.
and
Give him a
do,
rematch. Third
he
and
needs
fourth
a
place.
rematch. So we're probably gonna have Sir Scarf join us one more time. Maybe go against Batman and Hooties. Thanks for joining us. You get now whenever I see you, now you got to get that soccer ball.
Yeah.
Do you have anywhere to put it, or are you just gonna kick it? Is that
No,
what
I
it
got
is?
I got a spot for it.
All right, there we
I
go,
got a little
man.
spot for my all my little bobbleheads I got.
Hey
Yeah.
guys, I love it.
He's gonna put it on his nightstand.
That's nice, man. But once again, guys, anything you guys want to say, we really appreciate the support, man, and jumping on at such late notice. Again,
For sure.
probably past your bedtime. I apologize for that.
Yeah,
I'm
my
gonna get-
alarm went off for going to sleep on my watch.
Yeah.
Can't wait to see everybody at the stadium. I'm waiting to see these new people, and I'm waiting for this new DP signing, man.
Hell
Love
yeah,
it,
man.
man. Love
Amen.
it. But thanks, guys. We'll see ya. Yeah, we're not done with the show just yet, because we
We need an intro
do
song.
have a what?
We need Joey's bands to give us an intro song for this segment.
Just for this
Okay, so
segment.
there is lyrics for a song that Chat GPT created.
Oh
for
my
us.
god, yeah.
What is
So-
it?
And
we gotta arrange it.
yeah, y'all need to put it together, man.
music
Give us
behind it.
something maybe not completely like that heavy metal, but give
Why
us some
not?
Linkin Park
Yeah,
in
why not?
there.
Some Linkin
Yeah,
Park.
just go
okay.
"Rrrr," just something
Yeah.
crazy.
Well, because that's true. What is it? People say satanic or whatever, like how loud it is. I like it. But Joey, this is the time of the week, man. Since you possibly may not be here next week, we have a Crush Joey stats.
Or next week I'll be here. The
Oh,
following
sorry,
week I
the
won't
week
be.
after that.
Let me
we got-
hold on. Let me set it up. Because the people might not know what the hell is going on.
Set it all
So
up.
as you guys saw, the Elotes Bravos fan feud is basically sponsored for the fans, right? So if you are a fan out there and you want to participate on that, you're going to be able to win some prizes here and there, a couple of things that we may have laying around, or if the club wants to provide with gifts, that'll be awesome. But yeah, so the fans basically go to head in a penalty shootout style with questions about the Houston Dynamo and the Houston Dash in the same style of with just one question. This is where we put Joey stats to the test and see how good his memory truly is. So if you guys
his is a little bit harder, so we have to do a multiple choice.
It is tough. Yeah, it is tougher. And there's only one question. So, it's only a 50-50, kind of, if he gets it right or wrong. But if you are a fan and you have a difficult question that you want to throw to Joey, make sure you hit us up on Instagram or Twitter or Blue Sky or Facebook, and we will add it to the Crush Joey Stats repertoire of questions. So that is it. Now we move on to the question.
All righty. You want to read it, Chris?
Sure. As of today, 8 different players have wore the number 18 kit for the Houston Dynamo. Which of the following players was not one of them? Answers are these. A, Mike Chabala. Shout out to him. B, Teenage Hadebe. C, Pat Onstad. And D, Rudy's favorite.
Bro, I did not expect
Remember Rodriguez 100. Oh, this is easy. It's Mike. That's easy. He wore 17, 6, and like I said, he was 17 and 6, and maybe 12 one year. He never wore 18 because Teenage wore 18 his first year. Onstead wore 18, and Bemba was 18 his whole career.
This is Joey Stats. You guys see the brain how it's
working? Random.
Yeah,
random things that he knows.
Man. Look at you, Joey. You didn't get crushed for week 3, man. I love it, man. And yeah, I thought Teenage was gonna give you a little bit of a challenge.
No, because he wore 18 when he first came in, then changed to 17.
And I was thinking of taking Basama, but then I was like,
oh yeah, Basama was 18. Who else was 18? I'm trying to think. Was Horst was 18?
Yes, yeah. I think that was the other name.
Is there anyone else?
That was it.
8.
It was only
8 players, right?
8 of them total. Mm-hmm.
That's good.
Was another goalkeeper, maybe?
That's so random.
What did Chris Seitz wear? Was Chris Seitz 18?
Chris Seitz was 18.
Boom, let's go. That's who it was.
See? So I took that one because
Chris Seitz is the original Jimmy Maurer.
Yeah. And Memo did wear a few. He had 18, he had 28, he had 8.
Mm-hmm.
Well, who else?
Years of Memo were 18 when he started with them, right?
I thought
the first 2 years.
Yes, or was it the first one was 28?
It might have been 28 to start because then he went to 8 for like 2020, right?
Yes,
it was 2020. He switched to 8.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, yeah, man, I was hoping. I was like, I feel like we've been really hammering Joey, so this one is gonna be tricky more than hard. I thought, and I'm glad it did. And
that's a good question, though.
And then obviously I had to make it obvious with Mike Chabala, being somebody that you may know, in there, and I was like, member. He has to know that number is wrong. So
yeah,
do you have that? Do you have that jersey?
Which one?
Did you ever get a Chabala jersey?
Yeah, hold up.
Oh, there you go. So
a few.
Joey actually. Joey can pull that card. Like, I mean, Chabala, that's his like. He changed it. I'll tell you that. He changed it. But hey, Edson, as we wait for Joey to get back in here, can you play that really cool clip of what is it? Is it EFC or?
Yeah, so it's EAFC 25. If you guys have been following the Bayou City Soccer social media accounts, I did post what would be my prediction based on the leak for the 2025 home kit. And so I managed to import it into EAFC 25 on PC, obviously.
Yep.
And this is the final results. So obviously, look.
Yeah.
Bro,
I have another one. I have one in the newest home kit, the El Sol one. I don't know where it is.
All right, you let Edson play, and I have a question for you, Joey, afterwards.
All right, here we go.
That position. And the counter looks on here. Options available. Sufficiently imaginative. And it goes! And it might be the goal.
So I don't know how accurate. Obviously, it's gonna be missing the design, like in the collar. But I don't know how accurate this is going to be to the real thing, but this is based on the leak, a couple of pictures from Media Day. But yeah, last minute win against FC Frisco.
I see it.
And if you can hear, I added the goal anthem too. So every time the Dynamo scores a goal in their home stadium, it's gonna play the goal anthem.
I hear it.
Oh, it's sweet.
I love the
So-
fact that Dorsey has his socks all the way to his
We
knees.
need
Yeah.
a real face for Dorsey. That's my thing. The GOAT.
That's
Looks like a
dope.
woman
Yeah.
there.
So if it's too accurate, don't be mad at me, please.
He knows
He
nothing.
looks like Sophie Schmidt in that game.
Oh no.
Hey, so Joey, you have the jersey. You have multiple. I don't think people probably put together the Chavala name is not what's it called, super common. So he's a
very common.
distant cousin of yours.
Yeah,
like
distant
in
cousin.
my household, I see a bunch of Chavalas.
Yeah, I
Hey,
still remember where I look.
He's like, I know a bunch of them. My mom, my dad.
that's awesome, man. But all right, Joey, I think I'm gonna have to make a harder question this time. If somebody doesn't, submit one, or we'll get Edson to come up with one. Something hard, something difficult. Something
You didn't use any of my hard questions for the normal fan one.
Well, the thing is, I haven't. I had so many written up that now I have to delete a bunch of them, and then we'll keep adding them. I think.
We could do. Let's get some people. Let's have them compete for some of my jersey collection.
There you go,
and
man.
you could use my hard questions.
I like it. I like it. No, I'm cool with that.
Let's
Good
do it.
questions.
Let's go like 3 people to compete for it.
Ooh,
Yeah,
a triple.
that'd be
Triple
nice,
best of 10. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Dang.
But with that being said, I
Pick a
think it's been
jersey for my collection.
a fantastic. I can't talk.
English is hard.
Difficult
is.
sometimes, man. It trips me up. But yeah, Chris, you can tell the people how they can connect with us, brother, and we can get out of here.
Yeah, once again, guys, BayouCitySoccer.net is the website that you can go to, find everything, find all the links to the social media, Blue Sky, Instagram, X, Facebook, everything. Go to the YouTube channel. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Like the videos that you're watching. Give it a thumbs up. Hit the bell so you are notified every time we go live or a new video comes out. We're literally posting videos 2, 3, 4 times a week with all these press conferences and everything that's going on. And if we keep signing players, guess what? More stuff is going to keep coming. So go check it out. New segment also on the website, the Weekend Whistle. Whistle? Did I say that right? Yeah. That's going to be a recap basically of what happened during the week. So honestly, man, the content is about to get started and you're going to get flooded with it. So go check it out. Don't forget BayouCitySoccer.net. Elotes Bravos, thank you guys for sponsoring the segment, and UglyGuppy.com. Thank you guys for sponsoring the show.
Edson, were you going to say something? Looked like you wanted to. No? You're good? All I was going to say is we will have a giveaway for FC Dallas games. So, keep an eye out for FC Dallas. You want to make the home opener. Now, we may get crazy and give Inter Miami game.
Oh, wait,
tickets.
what? You talking about those $1,000 tickets?
Yeah, like I said, we may get crazy. We may not. Who knows at this rate? But if you want some Miami game tickets, maybe you should go for the FC Dallas and fill it up. And maybe we'll see how crazy we can get. But the only thing that I want to add before I close this out, I am very disappointed that in 2022 I was talking mess about Memo Rodriguez. For God's sakes, what is wrong with me? My favorite player of all time. My God. But guys, don't forget.
We need him on the show when he retires.
Now we can hit him up. I'll hit up Sporting Kansas City. It'd be fantastic to have him here. Maybe to pregame, to preview a game. We can do that. We can.
God, he's almost 30.
Hey, I'm 35, bro. Relax.
Joey with his 22 years.
We're out here catching some strays, man.
I know,
Yeah,
dude.
for real.
Whoa.
What did I do?
Whoa.
He's almost 30 over here, like in our mid 30s.
Oh my God, this has been so much.
I thought
fun,
Memo was like
guys.
25 still.
Forever 25.
Forever 25. Yeah.
Forever 21. But don't forget to hold it down. Keep it forever orange, and we'll see you on the next episode. Peace.
See you guys.